Hey everyone, in this session, let's understand virtual environment in Python. Virtual environment is really an important concept in Python. Using virtual environment, we can create project-specific isolated environment in Python. Let's think about tropical rainforest. For this, we need a very specific environment. Similarly, in desert, there is a very specific environment, and that's the reason only we can see cactus. In the same way, even Python projects need specific environment to execute. Using virtual environment, we can manage separate package installations for different projects. Installation of new package or removal of existing package for one project will not hamper the other project environments. Why do we need virtual environments? Let's think a Python programmer, we are working on 3 different projects in parallel. Project 1, Project 2 and Project 3. Different projects have different requirements. If you see here, for Project 1, I need Python 3.8. There is one more third-party package called Pandas. I need the version 1 of Pandas 1.11 for NumPy package. Whereas for package 2, I need the Python 3.10, Pandas 2.1.4, NumPy 1.20, which is different from Project 1. Similarly, Project 3 is a very old project which needs Python 2.6, older version of Pandas and OpenPyXL also. Now, in a single computer with a single Python version, we cannot work on Project 1, Project 2 and Project 3 in parallel. That is the reason we need separate environment for Project 1, separate environment for Project 2 and for Project 3. Virtual environment in Python gives us this flexibility to create different environment for your different project needs. Basically, we can create a number of environments, one for Project 1, one for Project 2, one for Project 3 in the same computer, and we can activate and deactivate them based on our requirement. That is the beauty of virtual environment. Hope you have understood why virtual environment is beneficial to handle multiple projects with separate environments in a single computer. How can we create a virtual environment? We have to use virtualenv and the environment name. This environment name can be anything based on the Python developer's wish. This will create a new environment with the appropriate environment name. Once we create the virtual environment in Python, we have to activate this environment. We can do so by source env name bin activate. By using this command, we can activate a virtual environment in Python. In order to deactivate, we have a command called deactivate. If we want to remove the whole environment altogether, we can do so by using rm-r and environment name. Let's go to my command prompt and see this in action. Remember, these commands are different for Mac, for Unix or Linux, and for Windows. All these commands will work in your Linux machine. Understand how can we create a specific virtual environment in Python. In order to create virtual environment in Python, you have to type virtualenv space the environment name you want to create. If I create this, a new environment got created. If I do dir, you can see there is a new directory has been created called project_1_env. After creating the virtual environment, we have to activate it. In Windows, the way by which we can activate it, you have to type the environment name /scripts/activate. So under project 1 env, there is a folder called scripts. Within that folder, there is a bash script with name activate. If we run this script, it will activate the particular virtual environment. If you see here, the virtual environment name is specified here within parentheses. Now if I do pip list, we can see the list of packages are installed within project_1_env. Based on project 1 environment need, we can install a specific version of Pandas. if I want to install pandas 2.1.4 for our project 1 requirement, we can do so using pip install. If you see here, successfully installed pandas 2.1.4 and all the dependent packages for pandas 2.1.4. Now, if I execute pip list again, we can see all the other packages got installed along with pandas 2.1.4. Remember, all these packages are only installed within project _1_env. It will not hamper my other virtual environments created in this machine. How can we deactivate a virtual environment? You have to simply type deactivate. If you see here, project _1_env within parentheses is not there anymore. This is an indicator that my project _1_env got deactivated. Let's create another environment for my project 2, but this time in project 2 needs different version of Python. How can we create it? We have to write virtualenv -p and provide the Python executable space the virtual environment name. In this case, I have used project _2_env as Python virtual environment name. Let's run this command. This creates a new environment which is project _2_env. In order to activate it, you have to write project _2_env /scripts/activate in Windows machine. If you can see here, project _2_env has come up within parentheses. This is an indicator that project 2 environment got activated. If I do pip list now, I cannot see the pandas we have installed few minutes ago. The reason is pandas got installed within project 1 environment, not within project 2 environment. So we have successfully created two isolated environment, one for project 1 and another for project 2. Let's install NumPy in project 2 environment based on our project requirements. Once NumPy is installed, let's run pip list again to see all the third-party packages we have installed within project 2 environment. If you see here, in project 2 environment, we have only installed NumPy, pip, setup tools and wheel. These pip, setup tools and wheel will install automatically as and when you will create the environment. If I want to know what is the Python version for project 2 env, we can do so by typing python space --version. If you see here, the Python version is not 3.9. Now Python version is 3.10.1. Let's deactivate project 2 by typing deactivate. Once project 2 virtual environment gets deactivated, there will be no project 2 env within parentheses before your prompt. We can reactivate project 1 by typing project 1 env scripts activate. Now if I type Python version, you see here Python version is 3.9. This proves that you can create multiple environment based on your project's need. For example, here in my project 2, I need Python version of 3.10.1, whereas in my project 1, I need Python version of 3.9.8. I can switch between these two environments to work on both project 1 and project 2 in a single machine. If there is no virtual environment present in your computer, then you have to install Python 3.10.1 to work with project 2. Once that work is done, you have to uninstall Python 3.10.1 and reinstall Python 3.9.8 in order to work with project 1. You cannot work both project 1 and project 2 in parallel without using virtual environment. Hope you have understood what is virtual environment in Python and why virtual environment is essential as Python developer. Thank you for watching this video.